Thank you for joining us. I'm Yoon Jung-min. We start with the latest on the investigation by the anti-corruption officials who have applied for an official detention warrant against President Yoon Suk Yeol. For more, Arirang's Bo-kyoung joins us live from the Gwacheon Government Complex, where the anti-graft agency is located. Bo-kyoung, so the CIO has now applied for that detention warrant. It's another unprecedented event for a sitting president.
That's right, Jung-min. The CIO requested the detention warrant against President Yoon just before 6 p.m., around 3 hours before the deadline, filing the request with the Seoul Western District Court. And this marks the first time in South Korea's history where a sitting president faces a formal arrest. If the detention warrant is issued, Yoon can be held for a total of 20 days, including the initial 48-hour detention period. The CIO will likely hold and question Yoon for 8 more days before transferring the case to the prosecution, which has the authority to indict a suspect. Both parties have already agreed to spend 10 days each questioning Yoon. And with the detention warrant requested, the court is going to conduct a review tomorrow at 2 p.m. Eyes are now on whether President Yoon will attend the review, and if he does so, it will be his first appearance outside after being detained. Meanwhile, Yoon shared a message from the detention center via his lawyer around half an hour after the CIO requested the warrant, saying he is doing well, although it's quite uncomfortable, and that he has been looking back on state affairs through speeches he made. And he expressed gratitude for those who have been out on the streets supporting him.
And this filing for a detention warrant comes after President Yoon again refused to appear for questioning today.
That's right, Jung-min. He was supposed to be here at 10 a.m. For questioning, but again refused to appear. And his refusal comes after failing to appear the previous day, too, citing his health conditions. One CIO official said that there has been no notification from Yoon's side over his non-attendance this time around. The CIO did not resummon Yoon as the 48-hour deadline to detain him was approaching, which is at around 9 p.m. Friday. Yoon not appearing is not a surprise, as his legal team had already expressed regret over the Seoul Central District Court's decision on Thursday to dismiss the request to challenge his detention. Yoon had filed a petition to the Seoul Central District Court seeking a review of the legality of his detention, arguing the detention warrant against him issued by the Seoul Western District Court was invalid and that the CIO lacked jurisdiction over insurrection. This, however, was only to be rejected, and Yoon's lawyers have said it is unfortunate how illegal and unlawful actions are tolerated and that they will not comply with the CIO's investigations.
Meanwhile, Bo-kyoung, public rallies remained intense at a number of different locations.
That's right, Jung-min. Behind me were around 300 supporters of Yoon protesting against the CIO, and around 1,000 supporters of Yoon have also been rallying in front of this whole detention center where President Yoon is currently chanting things like "Release the President." Just 10 meters away from the pro-Yoon protests were also those in favor of Yoon's impeachment, having a banner criticizing the declaration of martial law. Pro-Yoon protests are taking place in front of the Seoul Western District Court as well, where the detention warrant was requested. That is all I have for now. Back to Jung-min.
That was our Bo-kyoung reporting live from the Corruption Investigation Office for high-ranking officials.